Perfect. Kai Kara France, I'm so glad that you joined me here for Athlon Sports ahead of your big title fight against Alexandre Pantoja at UFC 317. My first question I have to ask you, my man, is, your first undisputed title fight coming up here. When you first got the call, was this something that you were expecting, or were you kind of a bit uneasy saying, I'm not sure if they're going to give you the title shot that you felt like you had deserved?
Nah, since the last title fight with Pantoja and Kai, I knew. I said, bro, they've got the wrong Kai. Like that should have been me fighting on that New Year's Eve card. But I just had to be patient. I'm not trying to force things, and that's where I'm at in my life. Just let it flow. If it's meant to be, it will be. And yeah, just put energy into stuff I can control. And that's just training, getting better, and then it all kind of presented itself with this fight. So having a date set and a card set, it just made it also much more real for me. And yeah, I get to go run it back. A fight that happened 9 years ago. Already felt or seen Pantoja in the octagon before, and already fought for a belt before. I can use all those experiences to help me for this fight, and to get back where I've always known that I should be, and that's at the top.
Now, you've mentioned that fight with Pantoja many years ago. It's kind of surreal now seeing, the growth that both of you had had. Can you just explain to me, like, that journey that you've taken? Like, what have you learned during that time between that fight on The Ultimate Fighter and where you're at today?
Well, I was just a boy back then. Like I was training out of Thailand. I just spent 4 years there, and then yeah, just life. Um, I guess matures you and allows you to grow. And 9 years ago, I didn't have a family. I didn't have a wife and kids, and just different priorities. And now where I'm at, that's been my fuel source is looking at my kids and my wife and knowing that this is what I'm fighting for. This is what this is what I'm doing it for. Providing and putting food on the table and leaving a legacy that my kids can be proud of and know that their dad chased his dream and um, yeah, just having a more purpose. And over the last few years, tapping into culture, being of Māori heritage, using it as a blueprint of how to do things. My tupuna ancestors would have navigated their challenges and obstacles, and I use that protocol, and that is a way of making sense of the world. Especially what I do is it's I do it in the modern day version of what my tupuna would have done, fighting on the battlefield for land, and for survival. I get to channel the same exact you know realm that they would have, but I do it in the modern day using my body to express myself, and yeah, just being connected to all of that. I feel like it gives you so much that you're fighting for. So when you're in dark times and you're got more pressure on you, you go inwards. You don't need to look for external factors to help you get through that. You have all the answers. They're just inside you. Maybe you're just asking the wrong questions. So yeah, I'm just in a great place mentally, physically, and spiritually, ready for these moments. And being in Vegas, this is a place of business for me. I don't come here to party and to let the hair down. I come here to win and to win belts. So yeah, I'm ready for this. Whatever Pantoja brings, um, I'll have something ready for him.
Now, it seems like you've actually gotten, a lot of support from your flyweight peers here because even Pantoja has said publicly he thinks that this is going to be a great challenge. And I even spoke to Steve Erceg, the last man that you defeated inside the octagon, and he even told me that he felt like you were very well deserving of that title opportunity. Are you a bit surprised at that support from your peers?
Well, I've got nothing bad to say about any of the flyweight division besides Manel Cape. But yeah, it's just the business that we're in. We're all going to fight each other eventually. If what I've loved about this division is it's one of the most exciting. Everyone has been getting bonuses on these cards with such big names, but it just shows that yeah, people want to see it. We're exciting, and anyone can be anyone. I guess that's something that makes us different than other divisions. So yeah, to get props from my peers, um, yeah, it's cool to get recognition, but I'm in this, and I'm in the fight game to fight anyone and everyone that's in my way. Me and Pantoja have nothing personal. It's all business. I respect him as a world champion and as a family man. But I'm coming for his head, and that's the way I show respect is to come for him. And I've just been in the gym for the last 4 months, just grinding towards this one moment. And 15 years building to this, 15 years of fighting, 15 years of fighting for my dream. And I can all use all those experiences that I've gone through to help me get this one done. So yeah, it's cool, but I'm just focused.
So, obviously it's a big, title fight that you got coming up here, but, you're also fighting on International Fight Week. It's a big spot for you. So how much does this mean to you to be a part of that?
I've been on big cards before, but it does show that the value that the UFC have in myself to deliver on a co-headline. Um, and that's a guarantee that you'll get when I fight is I'll put on a show, but also I'll leave my heart in there. I love to do this, and I do this because not because I want to or because I need to. It's because it's a privilege to me to be able to fight in the UFC and represent my culture and bring culture and my people with me on the spotlight that we have. So that's why I tap in, and I'm a unapologetically Maori because what better way to pay homage to where I come from than to bring it with me and to show everyone that's what makes us unique, and to know that the younger generation looking up can see me and my journey and where I'm at and be like, well, I want to be proud of who I am and where I come from, and it just makes them realize that this is this is a superpower, tapping into culture and being yourself. You don't have to be anyone else but yourself, and yeah, I'm just proud to know that that's what I'm representing and that's what I'm feeding off. And when I make that walkout, everyone knows that that's one of their own from where I come from in Aotearoa, New Zealand. So just this young boy that had a dream, now chasing it, being a part of such a massive card, International Fight Week. But I'm here to steal the show. I'm not here just to make up numbers and be a part of a co-headline. I'm here to make everyone remember my name and bring this belt back to Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Now, I find this to be a fascinating fight because obviously you're a go-getter inside the octagon. Pantoja is somebody who takes an incredible amount of damage. So I would imagine that this is going to be, a pretty competitive fight here. So when it comes to Pantoja, do you feel like this is going to be a fight where it's like, I'm going to have to put on damage over the long haul? Or do you think that there is a little bit of wiggle room here for you to get an early finish? Maybe he's taking too much damage up to this point.
Yeah, I'm not preparing for a first round knockout. I'm preparing for a 5 round war, and I've had to put myself through that in this camp. And yeah, just really have to go to another level to be a world champion. That's what I found out fighting for the belt before. You have to prepare for everything. You got to put yourself in the worst situation, and you got to fight for this. And physically, it's not enough. You can be in the physical top shape, but mentally, if you're not, disciplined for 25 minutes in a fight. It only takes a mind lapse or a second just to for that to be over. So yeah, just all those little things as well as the training. And Pantoja hasn't been hit by a person like me before, a person that's got 12 knockouts on his record. So I can finish a fight whenever. So that's always in my back pocket. But I'm expecting a fight. I'm not expecting me to go in there and land one shot and put Pantoja away. I'm going to land a few shots. He's going to stay in front of me, probably shoot for a takedown, eat a few, and that's his style. He doesn't mind getting hit. He's stubborn, but once he gets sloppy, gets a bit tired, that's when I'll find that shot to put him away. I want to be the first one to knock him out in the UFC, and like I said before, this is a big card, so I want everyone to yeah steal that show, steal that attention and that shine, and yeah, make a name for myself.
So this will be the last one for me, Kai. Australian and New Zealand MMA has really exploded over the years. I mean, it's just a who's who, when it comes to like, your Jack Della Maddalena's, your Alexander Volkanovski's, right? How much would it mean for you to just represent that territory as a UFC champion?
Yeah, it's massive. This fight's bigger than me, but I'm not chasing a world title. I'm chasing what we call in Aotearoa, New Zealand, mana. So mana is a presence that you have that you can't buy. It's a power that when you walk into a room, you demand respect. And for my people, it's the highest honor that you could be given. So that's what I'm chasing, and I know that's what this belt brings me is mana. So I'm channeling all of that. And the fight game, it's a tough road, but I've clawed my way back to the top, and I'm here a few days out from making history. So mentally focused, physically career best, and yeah, spiritually topped up to get this to get win this belt and to make my people proud and to bring another belt back to CKB. I've got teammates like Izzy and Volk that have both done it before me. So now it's my time. It's Kai time.
Well, Kai, thank you so much for the time. I really do appreciate it. And I wish you the best of luck this weekend, my man. Take care.
Appreciate it.